Why, hello there. My name is Jack Lynch, and I was just wondering, have you ever encountered a paranormal situation? Something so indescribably horrific and insane you just can't figure out what or who caused it? If this is the case, you're not alone. I'm about to tell you a thrilling true tale that can be considered psychotic, taboo, or just downright bizarre. This isn't for the faint-hearted, so you've been warned. For this podcast, I'm going to have to change things up a little bit. See, because some of the other haunted places I'm researching from Wisconsin, a lot of them don't have the longest story behind them, and I don't want these podcasts getting too short. So what I'm going to do is just talk about maybe a few different places, and hopefully you guys can still find that enjoyable. The first place I like to talk about is a place called Nelson's Hall, located on Washington Island in Door County. Nelson's Hall is a bar and pub place where people can go and eat or whatever, and it's actually the longest standing bar in all of Wisconsin. The reason why this is because Tom Nelson, the first guy who opened this place up, started it in 1899, and after that the United States had a prohibition law against alcohol from 1920 to 1933, and if you wanted to keep on serving alcohol, you'd have to go through and get this license, and it was just like a really long, annoying task to complete. But Tom Nelson, he really liked what he did, so he decided to do this. So that's why his place is able to stay it for so long. And now it's actually still running to this very day. But there's a little catch, obviously, since I'm talking about it. Tom Nelson lived in an apartment that was located above the bar, and he lived there for his entire life up until the age of 90, where he eventually passed away in his apartment right above the bar. And of course, after this, other owners took over and management changed, but the place is still running. However, a lot of times later at night, there will be footsteps heard a lot upstairs, and people go up there, then there's nothing there. Not only that, but when they have the radio playing, the station will change a lot to what was said to be his old favorite music before he passed away. The next story I'm going to talk about is a completely true story, for all the things I'm about to mention actually happened. There's a young family and they're heading home on County Highway B, and their car crashed through the guardrail and landed upside down in the swampy waters below. The two parents and their young daughter were trapped inside the vehicle and they all drowned. Now, since they are all dead, they are not forgotten. For everyone else who passes towards this area from where they died, for some strange reason, whenever people are listening to the radio cuts out for a little bit when they're still driving, and then it turns back on, but then they hear a voice that says, "Mommy, help me, I can't get out." And it's a young girl crying, yelling that over and over and over again until they finally drive past the area. Then the radio cuts out again from that being said, and then just goes back to the regular station. Many people have said that this has happened on several different occasions, but there's no scientific evidence about why this actually happens. It's kind of interesting with this story because there's actually absolutely no evidence backing it up, but this has been a haunted thing that's been happening for a while and no one can really explain why. So here's the old legend. In the mid-1900s, there's a woman that was killed on her wedding night in a car accident on Highway 66 bridge. Ever since this has happened, there have been reports of seeing a woman wearing a bloody wedding dress standing on the bridge and sitting in the back seat of passing cars, visible to the driver in the rearview mirror. On the same bridge, the police officer reportedly hit a woman, then saw nothing when he ran back to help her. But officially, the Stevens Point Police Department has no record of a dead bride or one of their officers seeing a ghost there or ever even hitting a woman, killing her. So this one, it's really interesting because although a lot of people still see this bride in the back of people's cars, in the back of their car, on the side of the road, just all over the place, which is very strange. Hopefully after all that you guys can sleep well tonight, but I can assure you that everything in this story that I just told you is 100% accurate, according to eyewitness accounts, of course. Now, do you believe in the paranormal? Whether if the answer is yes or no, I think it'd be wise for you to watch out for anything out of the ordinary. You know, just to be safe. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.